Hey guys, welcome to another session of Epic 7. This is a Guild War video. I haven't posted one in a while because I ran out of like reasons to post them. Either I'm using the exact same comps or I'm fighting the exact same thing or I'm just cleaving them. It got really boring. So what I'm going to do now is that, it won't be every Guild War, that I'll post a video. But if I'm using a hero, like maybe a new hero that I built, I'm going to use these kind of like as another way to kind of showcase heroes. If you guys watch my YouTube videos, you guys are pretty familiar with how I do it. I usually do like, arena, if I hit RTA, and then some Guild War mixed to feature one single hero. In terms of this video, I'm showcasing Magic Scholar Doris, which is a specialty change Doris. The best, absolute best dark elemental bait you can build at this moment. Forget your F Mayas, forget even your Etons. You have to build her. People already built her. I was slow. It took my guild to kind of convince me to build her, and she really just does have a lot. One of the other reasons it was postponed is because I was too lazy, and she takes actually quite a bit of energy in terms of to grind out her specialty change unlock. So anyways, that's like if you're watching my YouTube videos and you're just like, hey Jagan, where's the Guild War videos? I hear you guys. I heard the feedback on my streams a couple times. I'll post them. I'll try to post them. But if I just do cleave, maybe not everyone can do it. But I think most people can build bruisery fights. And if you guys still like my Guild War tips, this is it, man. Must build SC Doris. So yes, people use it in RTA for defense buff, heal over time. Still good for dark elemental bait because Spectenny hits 2 targets, RB hits 2 targets, RB wants to cleave, etc, etc. So she's still a very good pick. 50% CR boost and 2 cleanse on her S3. So very packed hero. The 30% dark elemental damage mitigation is like it won't stack with like adamant shield or other sort of damage mitigation, but it does stack with Aureus. So in this fight you can see that even though there's not a lot of elemental damage, because FCC is there, every time FCC hits my Doris, the entire team heals. So it's very, very nice. Water's Origin was probably her go-to artifact in my opinion for tanking straight up dark elemental DPS. So for example, RB, Remnant Violet, more so in like a Guild War setting because you could bait it. But like Spectenny, ML Ken, stuff like that, you basically cannot die. At least you shouldn't die. I'll post my build here. I post it here. Just have it overlaid on screen, so you guys get a kind of get a rough idea. I think for RTA, first turn immunity probably a nice to have in case people soul burn you, soul burn provoke or something like that. But other than that, this is the gear that I had, so I put it on her. So again, the S3 does 50% CR boost, as you see that pushing to Robbie. Very, very nice. And again, like I said, this Guild War is just showcasing SC Doris, really. But you may as well build her. Like every single Guild War that you face, it doesn't matter if you're high up or not. If someone has a Remnant Violet, they're going to put Remnant Violet on the defense. It's just like they would put RB on the defense, so you may as well build her. I've had instances in the past where my Eton and F Maya have been killed by Remnant Violet because of like the team composition. It was like too much damage over time. I couldn't sustain it. But I don't think SC Doors can die. This is my Landy cleave. I have my Landy not built for RTA bruiser type. It's pure cleaving. This one versus Jucky is a bit risky. Because I didn't know if he had immunity on both his heroes. I'm glad he did. He did the right thing because technically you should have immunity on Crow, Spectenny, and even Ruel now, I guess. But yeah, it worked out well.
Shall we bring this to a close? I'll pierce straight through.
For Felicia. I won't lose to anyone. I'm strong.
Landy is just good no matter what type of build, as long as you get good stats, of course. That's it for Jucky. So this is the fight versus Weeb King. He is the Stronghold, also known as X Sky King. If you don't know him, he does stream on Twitch. Definitely watch him. He's pretty funny. Good guy. So this fight is gonna be very, very long, but I do wanted to showcase the SC Doris, so I think I'm gonna keep the footage running. So look at this, look at this. So obviously there's a death buff, and I am on Aureus on my knight. I was also for the previous fight. You see that? It was like no damage because I have Water's Origins as well. So that gives her that self heal, but none of my skills, as you can see there, are even maxed. I mean, she can have oh, her S1 is something that you should not overlook either. I think with her skill tree, her S1 becomes like something insanely high, like an 80%, I think. I'm not that familiar with the S1. 80% to blind, so it's pretty good, the S1. I'm surprised they didn't give Momo that sleep. I guess sleep may be too OP. But yeah, there's that aspect as well. I ended up like this one being like pretty. You see that? Oh, see that death buff proc? That was that 10%. If you get hit by a dark, you can proc the entire team with death buff. It's just insane to have her. You don't really need double Soul Weaver, single Soul Weaver, and she does like multiple Soul Weaver's jobs as long as you're hitting fire. Oh, sorry, hitting dark. I have used her in the case of like non-dark on the defense. I have used her as just like a healer, and she's still pretty good. In that case, I think like if they're like heavy AoE, Touch of Rekos may be better. If you are or Celestine, so it's like she has heals on every single skill. If you're gonna use it as a full healer, not even a dark elemental bait, you can definitely do that. It would definitely work. Yeah, and also I think I went with Ravi for all of my fights in this war too. She's recently built as well. Yeah, sure. I'll showcase the build. I'll showcase the build here in the video. I think someone on stream was asking like what my Ravi was like, so sure. It's not super good, but it works, especially like in a controllable fight. I'll have to test like if the stats are good enough for like something like RTA or whatever. But so you see the Remnant Violet is on the full focus. I think I hit him. Like I think I remember hitting him. But this is really slow. This is really slow. If you want to play really safe. Oh yeah, I do. I think I just go for the S3 here. Oh no, I don't. Oh, I see what was happening. I was realizing that I was just in an infinite loop because I hadn't done any damage, and it's been like 3 minutes now. I haven't done any damage to him, but he can't kill me either. So I was like, okay, we gotta kill off the FCC, so no barrier and no Aureus. 29,000 HP, pretty high. My crowd is old school, like old school. I gotta look for better gear on him again. He's not necessarily needed, only to bait away the Cleary, because I wasn't sure if the Cleary would be able to debuff my Doris. I didn't want to risk that, obviously, with a Death Break and unable to heal. It would be a bit risky.
Will no longer hide.
Yeah, so we waited so long that the Remnant Violet actually got his turn back, which is a lot.
Time to hesitate. Victory is right in front of us.
Yeah, I went for the S3 here right away because
I'll send you all away.
Oh yeah, here. Yeah, so we missed Remnant Violet, and then Remnant Violet I think goes straight into Doris right here. So look at the damage again. And Weeb King or Sky King's Remnant Violet is not like a potato. It actually does hit hard, but it's just again like 30% damage mitigation, 20% damage share with a defense buff. And then she heals with if she doesn't die with the Water's Origin and the passive heal that heals the entire team. I think it's a low percent, something like
Shall I let
like 5% HP or something like that. Very low, but it's still pretty good. As you can see.
my past regrets?
Yeah, and that FCC high HP Ana is actually pretty fast too. It's like keeping in line with my other heroes, so about like 180 speed or something like that, 190. It just can't kill. Like Remnant Violet just cannot kill Doris. So like I said, I can't emphasize it enough. If you haven't built her and you're struggling with Remnant Violet teams, build her, and I don't think you can ever lose. I just don't think so. Until there is some kind of
So that I can help
LQC equivalent, but Dark Elemental, I don't think you can kill her. I don't know if it was this war. I'll have to check the other fight, but I think
yourselves.
there was a fight I brought her in with like Remnant Violet and RB, and it was still like totally fine, the entire team. Because every time a dark hits her, she heals the entire team.
Let me show you the results of my research. Don't back down.
So, and then she's free, so definitely do it. Max her S1, max all skills. I just haven't done it. I don't have the catalyst at the moment. Did I hit that Violet? I did hit the Remnant Violet. But now it doesn't really matter, because no matter what, he can't, you know, he can't 1v3. If he hits Robbie, she's not gonna die.
I sense
But yeah, it's like
did that help?
with a Crow and a Roz, you're getting basically like overlapping defense buffs. So yeah, look at this. Look at this. It's very satisfying to see. 4,000 damage, not even close, and the heal over time full heal here.
Shall I let you dream endlessly? Can you endure?
Okay, that was really long. That was incredibly long. Apologies for that. The second team, I don't think it was anything special. Oh yeah, it was Moonlight Dreamblade counter RB. This would have been risky to cleave anyway, I suppose, if you can't outspeed the Assassin Collie. So this one, again, you could use like an F Maya. I think it would have been better. But my Ruel's on Touch of Rekos is pretty fast, so I was kind of like, okay, let's just use that. And then after seeing it was a Moonlight Dreamblade RB, then it's like, it's easy, just don't hit him, and it's good. This one I think goes on for quite a long time. His Ruel is built like super tanky. I think. Let me look at the speed tuning. It's actually it's still really tanky. Ruel's can be built really tanky. I don't know if he had full imprints, but it definitely is tanky. I can tell by the amount of damage I'm doing, and Water's Origin. So, yeah, 20,000 HP, probably somewhere near like, you know, easily 1,600, 1,700 defense. Looks like slightly slower than my Ruel, so maybe about like 180 speed.
I will guide you through the light.
Or was it faster than my Ruel? Yeah, so the Touch of Rekos helps here. Assassin Collie with her EE, which I know that Sky King was using, the immunity one, is like, it's pretty good, but I still don't think she works on a defense team.
Goddess. Let's advance together.
This one takes quite a bit of time, so I'm gonna skip down here where the I'm done commenting because this was a SC Doris video anyway, so I'm gonna skip down.
Whoa, we won! We really did it!
This is the last fight versus Ackerly. The top team I'm gonna skip. Nothing really too special about it. You guys see me run this multiple times. The initial damage mitigation from C Armin, Aureus, and the crit reduction buff will, you know, it doesn't matter if Assassin Sid hits DN. You're healed, you're fine, and 2 Dark with Ruel SSB is really good. Just cheese it, and you guys have seen me do this multiple times, so I'm just gonna skip. this entire fight, not necessary. The only note is that my SSB at this point is actually built differently than she was in the past. I finally am on a defense main type of SSB, so like the bruiser type. Anyways, let's skip down. Alright, so we're just gonna finish off the fight here and jump into the second one. Again, continuing our SC Doris kind of showcase Guild War.
If I must fight.
This fight I'm gonna commentate on the entire thing. That was a really fast RB. Really fast all three, actually. My Raws here is about 240 speed. So I was kind of surprised because I'm just like, okay, can I actually tank it? But of course you can. Of course you can. With Doris, you definitely can. Doris's 30% damage reduction also means that if, you know, RB cleaves or any other cleaver hits Doris, your Aureus holder will receive less damage shared. So that's also really good. This defense that actually is running is used to be sort of meta, because even if people use, like, you know, a light elemental bait like Maya, Eaton, or whatever, with the right team, with the right gear, the defense team that Ackerly has here, not Ackerly specifically, but I'm talking about people who used to run this defense, it did have a really good chance of actually killing. You basically had to tiptoe around Remnant Violet and not hit him. So people usually go for like a dark bait with Akates, and then used like a Dark Corvus, so you can one-shot the Remnant Violet when you have a chance. That is no longer needed. With Robbie's buff and Robbie now being one of the most chosen RPA heroes with the highest rate of being built, you should build her if you have her. You don't need to tiptoe. You see me doing an AoE straight into Remnant Violet. I don't care if he's charging, but at this point, I just needed to kill that RB as fast as possible. Still worried about my Raws, not so much my Doris. You can see the damage is like basically nothing. Couldn't even proc Water's Origin on that turn. Again, 30% damage mitigation and then 20% damage share on Aureus, and she has defense buff. Just insane. It's just too crazy.
Son of light, burn! Your life.
Yeah, so I'm doing AoE straight into it. Before, you would need to tiptoe, but now with her, you really don't need to.
Prepare yourselves.
The S3 seems to be the only thing to be able to proc her Water's Origin, at least with my setup at the moment. Yeah, the S1 doesn't. So that heal is the AoE again, like I said in the previous fights, it's her passive. Very powerful.
I hope you're ready.
Robbie's very good as well, self-sustaining healing, and because of that attack stack, you do not need an attack buffer. It did hit the Remnant Violet here. It's pretty lucky. Basically there's no RNG in this team versus this defense team. So in terms of, like, even if I didn't get Remnant Violet and I kept on missing, it's hardly possible for him to actually kill unless he's on lifesteal set. That can get a bit tricky because, you know, if I keep hitting him multiple stacks and don't kill him quick enough, he might be able to heal back. But I don't think even in that case, this team would have lost. Anyways, that's the end of this Guild War. I'm just gonna end this here. SC Doris showcase. If you guys have Discord, check out the Discord server. Follow me on Twitter, subscribe to YouTube if you haven't. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.